thousands of times. So when the moment comes, you only get one shot to stick it.
Take off, this one's on me.
This isn't just a game. It's a spotlight on all the work nobody got to see. They've trained for this moment. Their time is now to grab the Flag Football Championship live on ESPN.
From Canton, Ohio, you're watching the 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We are locked and ready to go as this Friday afternoon rolls on. And coming up next, we've got the Panthers by way of Miami, Florida. And out of Northern Virginia, we've got the Commanders. Should be a fun one today. Look who's here. Major Tutty is in the house, and my day just got better. How could it not? Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, Taylor Tannenbaum. What a fantastic day we've had to this point, and continues. We got two more to get through today before we turn the page to tomorrow, and we've seen some great action already.
No doubt. It started out early with Wright as one of the top guys in the entire country when it comes to tackle football, let alone flag football. I tell you what, we've had tight games left and right. Here's Bryson Wright. That's who I was talking about. 50,000 followers on Instagram, 50 college football offers, and it felt like he had that many catches in game one as well, carrying his team to round two. And then this was the close one of the day. It came down to the last play of the game, Tom.
Big score, under a minute to play, and a chance to then tie it, and the point after fell incomplete. And this is single elimination. They've finished up pool play. You lose today and you are done. And so the bracket rolls on. That was the bottom left portion of the bracket. We've got the Ravens and the Jags moving on. And so we will be now in the top right portion of the bracket, the Commanders and the Panthers. And then we'll see the Niners and the Packers to close out our day. Don't forget, we are going to crown a champion Sunday late afternoon on ABC at 4 o'clock Eastern. When we return, we'll hear from Taylor Tannenbaum. She'll give you more insight into these two teams as they look to survive and advance in Canton. In the shadow of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we're in Hall of Fame Village. We're getting set for the Panthers and Commanders. Let's take a deep dive into the rules of flag football.
Here are the rules of flag. The number one rule, there is no contact in flag, so no tackling or blocking. Every player wears 2 flags on their belt. If a player has the ball and either flag is pulled by the defense, the play is over. 5 players take the field for each side. The offense starts on their own 5-yard line and has 4 downs to try to reach the midfield. Once they cross the midfield, they have 3 downs to score a touchdown. Defenders rushing the passer must start 7 yards from the line of scrimmage and wait for the snap. Defenders can try to intercept passes, but cannot touch a receiver at any point. There are also no punts. You either hand over possession to the other team or go for it. If you go for it and don't make it, the other team gets the ball on the spot. Games are 2 12-minute halves, so get as many points as you can, and don't forget your celebration dance.
We have been practicing our celebration dances right here in the booth. We're ready to go for more. Let's get you down the field. Here's Taylor.
Yeah, you're the next on Dancing with the Stars, as everybody just witnessed. But listen, when I played flag football about like 2 decades ago now in high school, that's a story for another day. That is absolutely terrifying. The belts that we wore were very different than what they're wearing out here. They just clipped in the front, and when you pulled a flag, the whole thing really came off. These are legit. They are fully secured, by the way, and they each have to wear 1 flag on either hip. These have to be pointing out, just showing you the details. This is what I was just told as I went through my tutorial. And pulling a flag is really, really hard. It's not as easy as these guys make it look, and I want to show you guys what it sounds like out here on the field, because it's actually a really great, satisfying sound, so take a listen. That nice little pop right there, that ASMR for flag football. You like that, guys? It's really tough. Really, according to our friend Phoebe Schechter, who is the pro here, as I drop the flag, you're supposed to pull with 2 hands, not 1. So I got that wrong, but it's a beautiful sound when they get it right out there.
I am all in on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Back in the day when I played as well, Taylor, we had the Velcro ones, and if you got one of the shoddy ones, like the Velcro was already kind of falling off, if you got a stiff wind, that thing would come off.
Yeah.
So that one, much more secure. I like, technology advances.
Let's do a deeper dive into the rules. We got the sounds. How about the rules? You got a 7-second quarterback opportunity to throw the ball, and every one of his passes has to go beyond the line of scrimmage. You can't throw screen passes beyond the line of scrimmage or have a backward pass behind the line of scrimmage. You can run the ball, but only in certain spots, and the quarterback is not eligible to run. One of the things that we've seen, although not today, is you can have 2 guys in the backfield hand it off, and then that guy could be a passer. We got coin toss going on. Let's dive in. I think we're going to have heads or tails. What do you think?
Yeah, we were just talking about 2 quarterbacks. The Commanders here in red, both the quarterbacks for them out there today. So maybe we still will see some handoffs and some trickery in the backfield. Haven't had a chance to see that today. Tails?
It is heads.
All right, so the Commanders have won the toss. Here's a look at how they lined it up. They're from Northern Virginia, just west of our nation's capital. Brent Royster is the head coach. Commanders with the last run for a group that's been playing together, the core pieces of this group since they're 10 years old.
Elected to start on defense. It'll be Panthers ball.
Not the first time we've seen a team win the toss and elect for defense.
Yeah, and that's the fun part about this tournament and this 14 and under division. This is kind of the last chance for these teams that have played together for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, some of them, before they go to high school. A lot of them go their different ways, so this is kind of the last chance to go after that trophy everybody wants here at the end of the bracket.
Miami flag representing the Carolina Panthers. Jaden Hernandez is their starting quarterback. Here's how they will line it up today. Qualifying through regional rounds. Some of those tournaments started way back in the fall.
I don't got nothing to say. Just be the best versions of yourselves.
Midsummer.
Let's be the best versions of yourselves, man. Your parents been here. They spent a lot of money to bring y'all up here, so let's represent, man. Take us on.
Family on me, family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Family. Let's go.
Russell is the head coach.
We're gonna come out in one. Hey, look for Maul first.
Parents
before you,
here, also
all right, let's get some
TV cameras everywhere. Kind of exciting for these kids.
Yeah, what a cool opportunity, huh? Look at DJ in the house. They have a barber around the corner.
Do they really?
Yeah, if you wanted
get
to
a little haircut,
get a fade.
Wow. Might take advantage of that.
Yeah, fades and braids, baby. The lefty loads up on the first play, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders with the takeaway on the first play of the game. Braxton Elliott brings it down.
Boy, it was the pressure, right? I mentioned we got a lefty quarterback, Jaden Hernandez. He's going to be working to his right, so against his arm. And that's a tough throw across your body. Gavin Bayard was all over it. And winning the toss and taking defense pays off.
And so already in Panthers territory, and that pass is broken up. Incomplete on the attempt to Tyson Royster.
Here it is.
He's the son of Coach Brent Royster.
Here, RPO 91. Shay's in. Shay's going to come in motion, take the snap, get the wheel route. Ethan, Braxton, and then we'll go Noah right here.
And there's your two quarterback situation. Number 10, Shea O'Hara is going to line up kind of in the slot and come back around and get the ball.
And you heard RPO, run pass option. So going to have a quarterback take a handoff and have the opportunity to run it or throw it possibly.
Well, they're going under center. And now the toss. And the crossing route ends up with a catch for Noah up. This is a Commanders team that averaged 11 points a game through pool play through their 3 games. That was the fewest points for any team that advanced.
And such a cool wrinkle because right if the quarterback takes the direct snap, he can't be a runner.
Right.
So the fact that one quarterback gets it, pitches it, now that second quarterback has the option to run, to pass. Also the 7-second time clock is not a factor anymore. So unique little wrinkle here for the Commanders.
14 yards on that play.
Ball's out.
And incomplete. Quick developing routes because of the width of the field, if nothing else.
And that was, remember, as soon as you cross midfield, they got it via the turnover. Only 3 downs to get a touchdown. So first game we've had where it started out with no scores, both two possessions.
So a pick on the first play from Jaden Hernandez. And he fires that one incomplete. We've talked a little bit about strategy. If you have an interception and you're returning it near the midline, it's almost smarter unless you have a clear path to get out of bounds before the midline.
Yes.
You get 4 downs to cross it. You could take a couple of shots.
Yeah, this Panthers team, couple times already electing to roll their left-handed quarterback to the right.
Stands tall and completes the pass. Braden Figueroa with the catch.
I'd let the big man roll to his left. Roll to your strong arm. That's what I always liked as a quarterback. I hated rolling left as a right-hander. I want to roll to the right. A lot easier to throw across your body if you need to.
Well, this Panthers team only completed 1 passing touchdown in their 3 pool play games. That was the fewest of any team to advance. Offense may be tough to come by for both sides today as that one's complete to Jake Casado.
And to the point you just made, crossing that midline, but just by 1 yard. So you'll have 3 downs here. Nice little throw from Jaden Hernandez. Getting back on track, but now 3 downs to get a touchdown. About as far as you can go.
Rolling to his strong side, delivers just inside the sideline, and Eric McDaniel.
You think Coach can hear me from up here?
I think
Get
so.
the big man rolling to the left. Come on.
The field shrinks
so
quickly anytime you move to either side.
Yeah, just 25 yards wide, so there's not a lot of width.
And there are no hash marks. The ball spotted in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Hey, check. Hey, yo, we up. Mom, get on that side.
See what Alan
stay on
Russell has
outside. You
drawn
good?
up.
Keep moving. Sideline.
And looking for the edge.
Good pull.
What a fantastic pull on the diving stop from the Commanders.
Gotcha.
Gavin Baird.
It's his second great play Baird's made. Forced the interception on the first drive, and that time, look at the dive. Extension.
47.
So 3rd and goal. Only have 3 downs to score, so think of this like 4th. Handoff and a pass, and it's intercepted in the end zone.
Here it is. Huddle up.
Got it.
Well, that was nearly a sack.
This is immediate timeout.
Bayard once again all over Eric McDaniel. He ended up being the quarterback after starting at receiver. It has been a defensive battle here in Canton as the Panthers and the Commanders are stalemated halfway through the first half.
Saturday, August 2nd on ESPN. It's the annual Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony from right here in Canton. This year's class includes Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp. That's Saturday the 2nd, 1 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN Plus. Commanders ball. Quarterback Julian Marza gets rid of it and complete. Flag pulled after a gain of 4. Jordan Nada.
90. Shay Z. Julian is Q. Braxton is Y. Ethan is X. So Julian, roll to your left, throw it back to Shay. Yeah.
I love that. So they said they're trying to hit a deep shot here. Going to roll left, throw it back to Shay. Number 10, Seamus O'Hara.
Oh, going for a double pass. And Shay lets it go deep. It is overthrown. Braxton Elliott didn't seem to time it well.
No.
What's the relationship like quarterback wide receiver in this?
Yeah, Elliott on that one, I think felt like he was too far downfield. You can see him almost stutter as he gets past the defense. If he would have kept running there, I think Seamus puts that one right on the money. He lost him in the screen there, but he stopped for just a second, hesitated, and then that ball ended up being about 2 steps over his head.
Quarterback in that situation, you throw into a point?
You're pretty much thrown to a spot, yeah.
So it brings up 3rd down. Got to get it to midfield, or they can elect a punt on 4th down if they don't want to go for it and give up field position. And now Seamus O'Hara will take the snap at QB. And he delivers a spiral that's wide, and they will punt it away. So the Panthers already working on their first play as these teams try to find some offense here on the early going. Jaden Hernandez is 3 for 5 passing. His first attempt was picked off over the middle. Pressure in his face, and he gets rid of it quickly. Eric McDaniel taken down after a gain of about 6.
Isn't that really the best part of flag football and what we just saw there? Change of possession, and the snap happened 15 seconds after the quote-unquote punt. It's a fast-paced game. You blink and you'll miss something. And every possession so important.
High snap, handled. And a pull was missed and taken down just short of the line to gain. As Torrey Newkirk Jr.
Again, just playing ball control, really an extension of the run game. That is the run game in flag football.
Yeah, and they're gonna.
Let's go 44 flip. Hey, Maul, you gonna go to green, and you gonna.
This is that situation.
No.
We were talking about being just short of the midline.
You go purple, yes.
You take a shot here?
I think you can, right? Because I mean, pretty easy to pick up 1 yard in flag football. So you kind of have a free play to try to take a shot, pick up a big chunk.
It is a no-run zone. And there it is. Oh, he said he was out of bounds.
Eric McDaniel there, right on the edge of the field, 1 foot just out of bounds.
Were they trying to set up a hook and ladder?
I don't know.
Or are they just flooding that side?
Yeah, I think just flooding it. I think that the throw could have been really early there to Jake Casado, or late on the sideline to McDaniel, and just a step too late from Jaden Hernandez.
All right, they need to convert here, or the Commanders have great field position, and they do. And a first down for Jamal Stanley.
See, on that one, why weren't the Commanders' defenders closer to the line of scrimmage? You know they're just going to try to throw it, 1 or 2 yards and pick up that first down, and that ended up being the rusher coming through, Gavin Bayard, that was really the only defender there.
Oh, flip out wide receivers here. Brennan Figueroa re-enters.
Yeah, look at the soft defense.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was. I think Phoebe left it on the spotlight. I thought it was on the draw. The quick changeover from the last broadcast.
Don't you dare blame the ambassador, the global ambassador.
Yeah, you're right. That's on me. I was just trying to point out, just look how soft the Commanders are playing on defense. Teams usually kind of flipping it out of man coverage, zone coverage. I've seen a lot of soft zone coverage so far for the Commanders, letting the Panthers take all these short, easy throws.
Both of these teams were able to advance here to bracket play based on their defensive play. And a juggling catch made, and into the end zone, Eric McDaniel.
Wow. What a catch from McDaniel. We saw just a couple plays ago that foot just out of bounds as he tried to reel it in. This time, the focus, and that ball is on his back hip. He pops it up to himself, keeps it alive, and gets 6 for the first score of the game.
They'll go for 1 from the 5. 90 seconds left in the half. And a pitch ahead is good for the conversion. Jake Casado holds it in.
I mean, look at the concentration from McDaniel. Watch how low this ball is. He's running full speed down the sideline. Somehow sticks his right hand out and has the concentration. Unbelievable effort.
2 quarterback situation again for the Commanders, and a beautiful spin move by Marza. Second down as they look to pick up the pace. Commanders have a pair of timeouts left. Or pardon me, they have all 3 remaining. They'll put O'Hara back at quarterback now. Ball fake, and he's sacked. Another big defensive play. This is Jake Casado that time.
Boy, anytime you try to get tricky in the backfield with that 2 quarterback system, you got to remember that you got a rusher that's coming right at you. Casado, great job of not getting fooled by the handoff.
And here comes Casado again. They go underneath to O'Shea. And he scrambles out of bounds. 4th down, clock is rolling, and looks like the Commanders will fail to get a final play off, and that'll send us into halftime with the Panthers clinging to a 1-score lead. 7-0 for the kids from Miami.
This is the end of the first half.
Offense was tough to come by, and the defensive plays were the ones that certainly made a difference here in the first half. Let's get you down the field. Taylor is standing by with Eric McDaniel.
Yeah, team captain here with the big score. What finally started clicking for your offense ahead of halftime?
Realizing that we don't have to be in a rush. It was the beginning of the game.
What needs to continue in the second half if you guys want to keep this up? It's only a 7-0 game at the break now.
The defense need to stay strong, and the offense need to stay positive.
I know one of your teammates, Richie Rivas Jr., is at home, broke his foot, wasn't able to be here. You want to send him a message at home from your team? I know you guys are thinking about him.
Rich, we're going to bring it home for you.
All right, there you go. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Guys.
Well, it just brought a smile to Richie's face despite being laid up, and this Panthers team from Miami has a 7-0 lead at the half. They are 12 minutes of game time away from moving on here in Canton. Second half coming up next.
It's game time.
What's up, guys? It's Malachi. Now, in a world where being different once meant standing alone, unlikely heroes show us that uniqueness is a true superpower. That's the spirit behind NFL flag football. From the spotlight of the big screen to the thrill of the big game. What's up, guys? It's Malachi. Now, in a world where being different once meant standing alone, unlikely heroes show us that uniqueness is a true superpower. That's the spirit behind NFL flag football. From the spotlight of the big screen to the thrill of the big game, it's not just about scoring points, it's about showing up, standing out, and lifting each other up. There's a place for everyone on the field. Everyone has a shot at greatness. So own your power, join the team, and just like the zombies, remember this: inclusion isn't just important, it's legendary.
Malachi, thank you, and make sure you tune in to the Championship Sunday at ABC. We'll have an exclusive behind-the-scenes look from the Disney original movie Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires, streaming now on Disney Plus and showing round the clock here on a tent in the Hall of Fame Village. And the players have taken an opportunity to jump in there and take a look and watch that movie. And you can stream it now. And how about the environment we've seen today? We've got 16 fields, Tutties in the house. 300 different teams have converged on Canton, Ohio for this tournament, representing all 32 NFL clubs and across 12 different divisions. Only bad news is now we're in single elimination. You lose and you go home. We move towards quarterfinals Saturday tomorrow. Having a great time.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions. This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
In gymnastics, we train for years, for moments that last seconds. Flag's no different. Every movement, every routine, thousands and thousands of times. So when the moment comes, you only get one shot.
Take off, this one's on me.
The chase is on for the NFL Flag Championship, right here on ESPN.
The explosion of flag football continues. You're watching the 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. Second half, moments away from starting. The Panthers with a touchdown lead on the Commanders. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers. We've got Taylor Tannenbaum down the field. What do you want to see more of from each of these offenses in the second half?
Yeah, I think for the Commanders, the two-quarterback system has been a little inconsistent. Just 36 total yards. They haven't really put together some drives. Maybe get away from that. Maybe try to go one quarterback, whether it's Marza or O'Hara. And on the other side, Julian Hernandez got hot. The interception to start it, but he's been 8 of 11 since, 80 yards and a touchdown. They've been dynamic. The big lefty has been slanging it. Here's the interception that started the game. That was the low point, but since then, they got really hot on the back of Eric McDaniel. Nice throw and a really nice catch here on the sideline for the lone touchdown of the first half. The Commanders will start with the ball. Like I said, maybe just trying to just work the one quarterback system. Just hit some quick game, get the ball headed in the right direction.
And they work the sideline. This is Connor Chang with the catch. He's a big Jackson Smith and Jigba fan. And he's trying to emulate his favorite player by showing some speed.
Ethan is X, Connor is Y, Braxton is Z. If it's not there, don't force it. You're D, Z, you're a slot, you're a post.
Alexander Marza with the play calls.
Yeah, so they are just doing the one quarterback system. Seamus O'Hara, the other QB's on the sideline right now, and I like this. Let Marza get into a rhythm. Let him get comfortable.
Marza had the wheel open, comes back the opposite way, and that one's good for a first down across midfield. Braxton Elliott, who had the pick to start the game.
You can hear his coach saying, take the wheel, take the wheel. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't like that as a quarterback because that vantage point from the sideline's a little different than what it looks like out on the field. Sometimes you might think it's open, but from the quarterback's perspective, it might not be. Great job right there by Marza, not getting distracted and finding this guy Braxton Elliott for the first down.
Marza only completed a pair of passes in the first half. He's already bettered that. And now Seamus O'Hara in at quarterback. Backwards pass. Marza going right back to O'Hara. And great hands for O'Hara. Wow.
That was a throw right there from Marza. That one had to be on a rope and a little bit on the back shoulder to even get this. Here's the razzle-dazzle, the cute two-quarterback system. Little throwback. Then O'Hara's going to go downfield. Look at that throw. Unbelievable. What a great catch. Good body control by O'Hara on the sideline there as well.
Seamus's dad, John, a great soccer player and now an assistant at George Mason. He was a pro goalkeeper in both Ireland and the United States. That is a strike to the pylon. And is he in or out? He's in and just inside the one on the completion of Chang.
Wow, another great catch. Look at the concentration here by Chang. Getting that foot. Oh, it's close.
And so we have a challenge. I believe the Commanders are issuing the challenge, saying that the ball was over the pylon and it would be a touchdown past the goal line.
Boy, it's going to be tough. It is really close. Unless you had a really zoomed in shot, I mean, it is. Is it a green blade of grass or is it a white blade of grass? I'm not sure. I don't know if that replay is going to help. I think this one's going to stand.
Washington is challenging the play that the ball was reached over the goal line.
Oh, that's what, okay. So Washington saying this was a touchdown. So
first they have to rule if this was a catch.
And that's what I was looking at.
Meaning if his toe was inbounds.
And this is the angle for the toe. It's just really hard to tell. Kind of looks like it's on the white, but.
All right, so how do you see it? Let's assume the toe is in. What do you got?
Well, then I think it's a touchdown. Because if he's in, then that goal line's going to extend for him, and so. Well, I guess
the ball broke the plane.
I think the ball broke the plane.
After further review, the pass was incomplete.
Ah, okay.
We're going back to the spot of the ball.
Each team gets one challenge.
Third down.
If you go to overtime, even without any timeouts, you would have an opportunity to challenge. So 3rd and goal now from the 10-yard line.
Well, yeah, that was just such a subjective call. It's just so close. I can understand seeing that as toe on the white.
Now, if they hadn't challenged, they'd have it inside the 1 yard.
Because he didn't drop the ball.
So that challenge cost him 9 yards.
Yep. And now 3rd down. So got to score a touchdown here or it'll be a turnover.
That was Washington's first time out. The clock will start on the snap.
We're in the second half. The Commanders trailing 7-0. First possession of the second half. Mars will be right under center. Looking for O'Shea. Double pass coming. And he gets rid of it and incomplete. And that's a turnover on downs for the Commanders. And the Panthers take over. Haven't pitched a shutout to this point.
Boy, it's a really tough throw for O'Hara. He got the throw back to him really late. Already had pressure on him. Well, I like the one play when they got across midfield using the 2-quarterback system, but man, I would just let Marza roll there on that side of the field.
So the Panthers going to work, and an immediate flag pull by August Anderson. 9 minutes and counting.
Flags on hip, gentlemen. Flags on hip.
This is where the Panthers will take all of that play clock. No need to be in a rush. Defense has played really well.
See the rusher, see the rusher. Is his hand up?
Jaden Hernandez at quarterback. Here comes the rusher. Oh, beautiful catch. And just past midfield for a first down goes Eric McDaniel.
I mean, the hands on McDaniel. This is not an easy catch either. Running across the middle of the field. This one's going to be a little bit low. Out in front, but a little low. Great concentration. He's having a heck of a game.
It was a 5th catch for McDaniel. whose favorite team is the Rams.
Brandon got the seam. You got to curl over there.
He's got the lone touchdown of the day for either side, an 18-yard reception. About as far as you need to go without losing yardage to score. Just past midfield, 3 downs, and threading a needle to get it to Casado.
Wow. Another great throw by Jaden Hernandez. Braxton Elliott was in really tight coverage. Bayard was all over him. That ball is right on the money. The Jake Casado.
Deep post across. Jake got it. All right.
His favorite quarterback, C.J. Stroud. He looked a little bit like C.J. on that one. Those windows are small in the NFL. C.J.'s done it as good as anybody, that transition from college to NFL.
It may have been a forward pass, not ruled as such. Remember, the forward passes have to be completed beyond the line of scrimmage. If that's a lateral or backwards pass, it's a legal play. 3rd down, final down of this drive.
Yeah, this is huge for the Commanders defense. It'd be really tough to go down 2 scores here with under 6 minutes in the second half. They need a stop. One last little coaching point for Jaden Hernandez as he trots back out.
He says he's ambidextrous.
Haven't seen him throw with his right hand yet.
Oh, bad snap. Able to corral it. Got a long way to go, and he goes down. Lost his balance after the attempted flag pull.
Boy, Gavin Bayard has been the MVP so far for this Commanders defense. Snap was high, way over Hernandez's head. Bayard was all over him.
And a turnover on downs for the Panthers. All 32 NFL teams represented, including the Commanders, who are now have a ball in their hands.
Let's go!
Runner pass for score. We want a lot more. Welcome to NFL Flag. Lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, and chase something. There's a position for everyone. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today.
First down coming out. Here we go, gentlemen.
And from under center, complete to Ethan Green. 6 minutes to play. Clock ticking on the Commanders. Deep ball. Got separation. Touchdown, Commanders! Jordan Nada hauls it in on the pass from Julian Marza. And we've got a brand new ball game.
Unbelievable. It's just a go route down the sideline, but watch Marza as he navigates to the left. And I mean, he's got a rusher in his face, and that ball couldn't be any more perfect. Look at the throw right in the breadbasket to Jordan Nada. Nada wrong with that throw.
There you go. 33-yard strike. They're going to go for one to try and tie it. And the ball came loose and falls incomplete. The ball touches the turf. There's a flag in the end zone, though. Ball is dead as soon as it touches the ground. And it looks like we got pass interference against the Panthers.
Looks like the Panthers defense going to bail out the Commanders here.
We got illegal contact. Defense. Half the distance. Retrying the down.
About 2.5 yards to glory now.
You see the hold right there on Ethan Green in the end zone. Oh, Marza giving a little last-minute note to Nada.
Nada with a shake and bake. They go underneath. Great decoy. And Connor Chang hauls it in for the point after.
Oh, sweet feet from Chang once again. Oh, favorite singer is Bruno Mars. Like Bruno dancing at a concert there. A little moonwalk in the end zone.
Yes.
Well, like I said last drive, I really think that the one quarterback system has been so much more consistent for the Commanders. We saw it primarily, actually, that whole drive, the previous drive, it's what got them into field position before they went back to the two quarterback system. And again, the penalty allowed the Commanders to tie that one up, retrying the.
A couple of bad snaps for the Panthers and a flag on the play, likely illegal holding. Jamal Stanley with the catch. This would be a huge penalty because they give them first down.
Holding. Defense. 5 yards from the spot. Automatic first down.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect field position to have a first down. Again, you can't wrap a guy up and then try to get his flag. Got to go just for the flag. But to your point, Tom, you're 2 yards from the midfield first down. This is where you want to take a couple shots. You want to get a big chunk play, either score a touchdown or get down close to the end zone with a first down and really give yourself a chance.
Hey, bro, snap the ball right, bro.
To get a score and maybe the game-winning score here as the clock ticks down under 2.5 minutes.
13-yard pass, 5 yards on the penalty. Good snap by C.J. Basil, but there's a flag immediately. Did they get him for impeding the rusher? Brandon Figueroa with the catch.
We have an illegal rush on the defense. That penalty's declined. Taking the result.
Makes a lot more sense.
First down.
It must not have identified himself.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting because you're going to see Byard's usually been the rusher, but I think it might have been Elliott that raised his hand at first, and then Byard was the one that ended up rushing. So a little confusion there.
So another first down via penalty. And completion and touchdown. Easy catch and run as McDaniel takes it into the end zone. 18-yard strike. And with 1:24 to play.
Timeout. Commanders, their second charge timeout.
McDaniel has been unstoppable. Just a little angle route there. He's just trying to find the soft area in the middle of the field in the zone coverage, and nobody there.
6 catches, 2 of them for scores.
Jeez.
One, sir. So let's go for one. We need this one. All right, so let's go. Jake, do your job. Remember, Maul, what I told you, you want to flip it to your strong side? Yeah. All right, let's flip it to your strong side. You want to go on two? Let's go on two. Let's go on two. You just flip it. Yeah, we flipping it. All right, Brandon, back of the end zone. Yeah, Maul, slide.
Love that there. Giving his guys a little authority and autonomy to flip the play if they like it better in a certain direction.
Here comes the rusher. And they get rid of it in time for the score. And the point after makes it a 7-point lead on the catch by Jake Casado.
That wasn't on us.
Oh, there is a flag down.
Uh-oh. Flag down on the near side.
Maybe another illegal rush.
Rushers have to identify themselves with a hand raised.
And I think the issue is they have to keep it raised.
We have an illegal rush on the defense. Conversion was good. Penalties decline. Timeout, Washington.
By going on two, you're not trying to get the defense to jump over the line of scrimmage. You're trying to get them to jump over the blitz line, which is 7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
So then if they're rushing that would from 5 or 6 yards, then that would be the penalty.
That'd be a legal rush, correct. And so that's
Run the play.
one other complication.
By the way, even if it's illegal, it's not illegal unless he crossed the line. The quarterback threw it before he even crossed the line. It's a BS call, all the 3 in a row. Go. We're on timeout. Go run the play.
Alexander Marza, coach for the Commanders, not happy with that call, arguing a little bit.
Make it look the same. Come on, baby. Lion. Hey, back up. But you're looking for the short.
So a chance for the Commanders with 1:05 to play. They got to make something happen, and the ball came out. It'll be roughing the passer. You cannot make contact with the quarterback, and they got to hurry up and get on the ball. There's no timeouts remaining.
Yeah, 50 seconds here. They're going to try to take a deep shot.
The white hat just said to stop the clock.
Yeah, Nada lined up at the top there has been the deep target.
Roughing the passer. Defense, 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Automatic first down.
So they got to get on it and get on it in a hurry.
See if he takes a shot to Nada, top of your screen. It's been his go-to guy.
Clock is running. And now they'll stop the clock again. They hadn't picked up the flag, and that snap never occurred. And a little bit of panic from folks on the field.
Reset at 51 seconds. The clock will start on my whistle.
So 51 seconds left. What do you like for the Commanders to run?
Well, you got a little peek at the defense there, and they're playing so far over the top. I would threaten deep and run a little comeback or a stop route, 15 yards or so, especially the Nada at the top of the screen. They're giving him so much cushion. Pretty easy to pick up 15 here if you just throw it to him.
Commanders cannot stop the clock, and it's an interception. Here's McDaniel, and he takes it to the house. An exclamation point for the Panthers, and Eric McDaniel with his fingerprints all over this one.
Player of the game, no doubt. What was that, third touchdown? 2 receiving touchdowns, an interception, and touchdown. Just makes a great break on the ball. Look at him playing center field. Reads this one the whole way, redirects. That's a tough throw for Marza. Right-handed quarterback rolling to his left across his body. Really tough to get the velocity you want on that. McDaniel just looking like a receiver playing defense.
Panthers defense was sensational in pool play. They only allowed 2 1/3 points per game, and here in bracket play, they hold the Commanders to just 7. There is no time left on the clock. They're lined up for a conversion. It would not impact the game either way. But we'll snap the ball nonetheless.
Knocked on the face.
And so the Panthers advance and knock off the Commanders. big win for Alton Russell's squad from Miami. Coming up next, San Diego versus Leominster. That's who Miami will take on the winner against. It's the Packers and the Niners represented. You see other teams have advanced, including the Falcons and the Giants in the bottom right side of the bracket. Top left, Raiders and the Bills have both advanced to tomorrow. We'll crown a champion on Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern on ABC. Eric McDaniel, our star of the game, the reward, a chat with TT.
Yeah, he's stuck with me. Got him at halftime. Now I get him post-game. First and foremost, what'd you eat for lunch? Because apparently it was working.
I only ate breakfast.
All right, what was for breakfast then?
Waffles and eggs.
All right, so everyone at home, waffles and eggs it is if you want to play like Eric McDaniel. How did you guys pull this one off against a really good Commanders squad?
Staying disciplined, doing what we have to do, and staying committed.
That interception for the touchdown at the end was the backbreaker for the Commanders. What did you see on that play?
Oh, I seen the middle coming. Basically, we was in deep thirds, so I just read the middle, and it was mine.
So I have good news for you. You get the sticker to get to put it on the board behind you. I know your teammates are waiting, so make it as good as possible. I know you got to get the paper off the back. Here goes Eric, because the Panthers are advancing, guys.
It is now official. We are not done. We got another one coming your way to fill another spot on the bracket. The win of our next contest gets these Panthers out of Miami. Eric McDaniel and company with a monster game. He had 3 touchdowns doing the lawnmower. We move on in Canton.
Before the lights go up, before the cheers and the crowd, there's only you and the grind. In gymnastics, we train for years, for moments that last seconds. Flag's no different. Every movement, every routine, thousands and thousands of times. So when the moment comes, You only get one shot
Be free.
to stick it.
Take off, this one's on me. Say it.
This isn't just a game. It's a spotlight on all the work nobody got to see. They've trained for this moment. Their time is now to grab the Flag Football Championship live on ESPN.
You're watching the 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We move on. Bracket play continues here in Canton. And the team from San Diego representing the Niners takes on the Packers here in our final of the day on this Friday to move on to the quarterfinals tomorrow. What a scene it has been, and we continue. Great to be with you. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers, Taylor Tannenbaum down on the field in front of us. We've seen great play. We've seen games decided by offense. Big defensive plays by Eric McDaniel just a moment ago for the Panthers.
Yeah, defense was the big surprise this last game. The interceptions, also kind of the tactics of how you play defense, how you rush the quarterback, playing softer zone coverage, forcing teams to make those short throws over and over again. A lot of strategy coming into play as we try to set these quarterfinals.
And some big plays all day and all weekend long. Jets finding their way into the end zone on that one, and this deep ball with a score as well in our first game of the day. So the Jaguars pick up the victory. Very efficient quarterback play for the Ravens. They've advanced. And more big plays.
I'll tell you what, I've been surprised with just how fast this game moves for the quarterback. There is not a lot of space. These fields are smaller, only 25 yards wide. You got a rusher that's breathing down your neck right after you snap the football. Really impressive how accurate some of these quarterbacks have been and how quick they have to make the decisions.
So we only have one quarterfinal spot left, 14 and under boys, and that is our game now. The Packers versus the Niners as they try to advance, and we will have that game coming your way, including a fantastic report from Taylor Tannenbaum with the surprise of the weekend. When we return, you do not want to miss this.
We're hoping to be a little more competitive this afternoon than we were this morning. But
I know it's not the outcome you hoped for, but it's still awesome to be on this stage.
Yeah, no,
it's
it's
a cool
great.
Experience for the kids too.
And we are back as we get ready for our final game of the day. It'll be the Niners versus the Packers. Let's do a deep dive on the rules of flag football.
Here are the rules of flag. The number one rule, there is no contact in flag, so no tackling or blocking. Every player wears 2 flags on their belt. If a player has the ball and either flag is pulled by the defense, the play is over. 5 players take the field for each side. The offense starts on their own 5-yard line and has 4 downs to try to reach the midfield. Once they cross the midfield, they have 3 downs to score a touchdown. Defenders rushing the passer must start 7 yards from the line of scrimmage and wait for the snap. Defenders can try to intercept passes, but cannot touch a receiver at any point. There are also no punts. You either hand over possession to the other team or go for it. If you go for it and don't make it, the other team gets the ball on the spot. Games are 2 12-minute halves, so get as many points as you can, and don't forget your celebration dance.
And the day wraps up with this big matchup, and for the biggest hit of her day, let's throw it down to Taylor.
Yeah, way to put me on the spot, Tom. Hey, one of the most experienced teams, if not the most experienced team in this tournament, is the 49ers, with 6 players on their roster who have played on the national stage before. In fact, this team has played in 13 straight nationals. And if you're looking at the big picture of the puzzle for the Niners, the key for them is quarterback Brody Buckich. He is a key piece of what they do. He was the MVP of the 49ers regional, getting it done with his arm and with his legs. Coach calls him a lion on the field and the leader of this team. So they're going to need another MVP for performance from one Brody if they want to knock off the Packers, who are also fighting for a quarterfinal spot today.
All right, Taylor, thanks so much. This is a Niners team that had 6 picks in pool play. That was tied for the second most of any team. And the Packers got great defensive performances as well. Hedion Nunez had 5 picks so far.
The Packers have won the toss and elected to start on defense. The 49ers ball coming out.
So we'll see Buckich get to work. My kind of guy, favorite food, filet mignon.
Yeah, you are a big filet guy.
Emphasis on the big. Here's how they line them up. Look at the 49ers. Buckich, a quarterback, number 8. And Benjamin Williams is the brother of assistant coach Jaden Williams. There's Jaden in the background right there. Jaden played in 3 national championships. And now they'll do a coin flip for the overtime, should we have one. Put that in their pocket. Make sure we're prepared. Winner advances to tomorrow and quarterfinal play, and the losing team will head home. The fellows from Leominster, Massachusetts, home of Tupperware, and where they invented the plastic pink flamingo.
Right, we starting now?
Coached by Jack Reed.
That's not true.
Absolutely.
Is it really?
Yep. Earl Tupper from Leominster. He was the inventor of Tupperware.
Wow.
Hey, Leominster on 3.
Put the lid on it, make it burp.
I'm more interested in the pink flamingo.
you
Where did you dig that up?
My
You have
research
nothing better
team.
to do on a Thursday night, huh?
My research team was hard at work. Save one nugget for you. It'll be big later. So the Niners start with the ball. And the first play is a completion to Benjamin Williams from Buckich, but an immediate pull. And it's only a gain of about 4.
Williams, what a cool story. You just mentioned his brother, one of the coaches. He's a cancer survivor as well. Leukemia as a child. He beat it and then immediately started playing flag football. Been playing since he's 8. Veteran of the sport.
And he gets the first touch of the game. Handoff after the snap. A wobbler and incomplete.
Yeah, that one got away from Buckich a little bit.
Colby Newson was the intended receiver. We've seen this before. Teams gather on the sideline, get the call.
Hey, we're gonna go trips, twist, but Kobe post, and then the T underneath on the dig, okay? All right?
That's their head coach, Charles Tamepeau.
Let's go, Brody.
See what we get. The curl from the center going deep and intercepted. Picked off by the Packers. Rajon Curly White Buckich knew it was a mistake as soon as it left his hand.
Curly White looking a little bit like Curly Lambeau here for the Packers. Watch him just sitting in coverage here. Buckich never sees him. He's got a crossing route coming in. You have to get your eyes out in front of the route. A lot of times quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, will stare down their receiver running the route. Good quarterbacks, you see the defense first, and if it's open, then your eyes track back to your receiver. Just never saw him.
And the first play in plus territory, complete.
I think that's the biggest misconception about playing quarterback is you think, I got to look at where my receivers are. And you look at where the defenders are. And once you have that first read key, then that leads you to where your receivers are. Just never got to that defender first.
Watkins with a catch last play, and this one over the middle, and it's in for a score. Zabeda Sikataki. First score of the game for the Packers.
Boy, just a little flood route. He's going to start on the right, work to the left, around the back of the rusher. And a great accurate throw from Negron there. Rolling to his left.
So Uriel Negron trying to convert, but the ball hit the turf. That is a dead ball, and that is a big missed opportunity. We don't see very many point after attempts fail from the 5-yard line. Here's a look at the touchdown from the ref cam. And a first down, completion and a nice little catch and run by Von Brown.
Von Brown's got a little juice, huh? Favorite receivers, Jeremiah Smith. Big frame for a 15-year-old, 5'10".
Let's go quick. You're going to run a hitch. You're going to run an arrow this way. You guys are both running go routes, all right? Okay, all right? All right.
What's an arrow route, Jordan?
Arrow route's just a quick flat route. Towards the sideline, shallow. If no one's short, you're just going to get it out of your hands fast.
It comes from the center. Ball goes deep over the middle into coverage, and it's hauled in. What a catch. Kobe Anusin. Teteroa McMillan is his favorite player, and he looked like Tech going up, taking that one away. I mean, it was nearly picked.
This had flashes of Julian Edelman. What was that, playoffs or Super Bowl when that ball was bouncing around that he caught? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
No, you don't. But that was unbelievable. What a catch.
You think Edelman would have been pretty good at flag football?
Yeah, oh yeah. He played quarterback too.
That's right. 23-yard gain. Back into the end zone and incomplete, Buckich. And that'll set up second and goal. What a catch moments ago.
Wow. It's the best catch of the bracket, the tournament so far. The concentration. In the hands of the defender. Steals it and somehow one-hands it. That is unbelievable.
Watkins thought he had a pick.
Hey, 14.
Buckich on second and goal and incomplete. Flag on an illegal pass, trying to get it to Von Brown.
Yeah, I think Buckich was thinking a handoff. Von Brown wasn't looking, got a little too far away, so it tried to pitch it for him forward there, which you can't do.
We got an illegal forward pass on the offense. 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. Third and goal.
Illegal forward pass because it did not get past the line of scrimmage.
Okay? All right. Hey. We're going to go here. We're going to go here, okay? Hey, all right, you got to get to the end zone. You got to get to the end zone.
Question about routes. What is a here and a here?
Here and here. You just get into the end zone. You have to score a touchdown here. Don't catch this ball short.
Third down. Rusher coming in his face. And it's knocked incomplete. That will send us to a break after the possession comes to an end.
This is immediate timeout.
Even after this fantastic grab that we saw, maybe the best so far of the weekend here in Canton, Ohio. Hall of Fame play by Kobe Anusin.
Stop me.
Welcome back to Canton. Packers up 6-0 over the 49ers, and Packers without one of their key players in Elijah Killebrew. You see him on the sideline with that right foot wrapped. He's on crutches. Yesterday in their first game of pool play, he went up for a jump ball, came down on the defender's foot, and he broke it. So he's out the rest of the tournament, but he's on the sideline cheering on his teammates. The coaches say he plays a critical role at safety for the defense, and when he's on offense, he scores nearly every time he touches the ball. But his Packers are hanging in there with the lead right now, and he's there in spirit on the field for sure.
Hey, that is really unfortunate for Elijah, 5'7", 15-year-old. Turned into a spectator for the rest of this one. Incomplete on the first play, leaves second down. And pitch ahead, complete to Chris Guerrero.
First little attempted hip drop that we've seen there. One of those tactics to try to get defenders to miss on the flag pull. Got to have a lot of strength and a lot of flexibility when you're running full speed to kind of drop into a near full squat.
High snap handled. And incomplete. To step midfield. Out of the hands of Sikataki.
A decision here for the Packers. They're going to elect to punt. Give the ball back to the Niners.
So under 5 minutes to play in the first half.
Original flood.
And the Niners with the ball. Buckets 3 for 8 so far in this game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to come to the near side of Benjamin Williams.
Chris Guerrero, rusher for the Packers there, getting the pressure on Buckich. There's Guerrero right there, big Roman Reigns fan.
Yeah.
Doesn't help you in flag football. You can't suplex people.
He's also a Calvin Johnson fan, so he's destined for Georgia Tech, I suppose. Both of those guys. Benjamin Williams with the catch. Third down. You got 4 downs to get it to midfield. And a big completion here. They convinced him to keep the offense on the field, trailing by 1 score.
Might be a shot play here. I think I heard corner post. A little scissors concept. Let's see if Buckich tries to take a shot here.
And he does indeed. Jump ball and knocked down. Great play in the backfield by Yanzi Alvarez.
And trying to find a Ronda downfield. This one just slips out of Buckich's hands a little bit as the defender runs past him. That one wobbled as it came out. Great job there by Alvarez to stay in good position, play the football so he doesn't get a pass interference call, and get the ball back for the Packers.
3 minutes to play in the half. Intercepted! Damian Aranda with the pick.
That was just a bad decision by Negron. Quarterback rule number 1, don't throw late across the middle. He was looking wide, trying to hit one of those arrow routes first. It wasn't there, turns to throw back across his body. And no chance, and this is what the Niners needed.
What a play by Aranda. And a new lease for Buckich. Hands it off. And just outside the run zone, Kobe Anusin.
I mean, that's probably the best true run play we've seen all day.
Yeah.
Great job there, getting right into perfect position inside the 5-yard line. With 2 more downs to pick up this touchdown.
Go, full speed.
Into the no-run zone now. Last 5 yards before the goal line and midfield line are both no-run zone. Lobs it back corner, and it is incomplete. Von Brown thought he had it.
Boy,
Worth using a challenge here?
What an effort. I don't know. It was a little bobbled. He dived. Let's see the replay. It's a heck of an effort. Out in front, one hand on it, two. Oh, I don't know. Thought he might have had it.
He did indeed. Ruled incomplete. Now trying to convert on 3rd down from under center. And they do! And they go right back to Von Brown for the score.
And he got that one, an equally difficult catch in traffic on the back shoulder. And you can see the disappointment in Uriel Negron's face. The interception he threw sets up the play, and a heck of a catch on the back shoulder in traffic by Von Braun. Now with a chance to take the lead here with a 1-point PAT.
Take your time, take your time.
Clock is rolling. And Niners happy to use as much clock as they need. Keep the ball out of the Packers' hands before the half. Buckich rolls to his right. And it's caught! Benjamin Williams with the point after. His favorite book is A Wrinkle in Time. That one must have tasted like sand to the Packers. It brings it into the first half. And it's a Niners lead.
Boy, what a momentum swing. Packers had this game in their control. Backed up with the interception. And all of a sudden, Niners with the lead.
Keep working hard, boys. Keep playing loose and have fun, okay? All right? Okay, let's get a break. All right?
Well, that missed point after for the Packers is coming back to bite them in a big way. Taylor Tannenbaum on the field with the quarterback, Brody Buckich.
Took a second to round up the quarterback. Great drive there. What did you feel out there with the momentum?
I felt like excitement, you know. At first I was kind of like calm and I wasn't really in the moment, you know, but and then I came out, we got the interception, and it brought me up. You know, I felt really like excited, and I was ready to make a play, when it came out to it.
All right, what needs to continue in this second half? You guys have the lead right now at the break.
We should get hype, Like, I feel like when we're playing excited, we play our best. So that's what we need.
Okay, give me your best speech you're going to go tell your teammates to get hype then. Come on, get hype.
No, I'm just going to go over there, and I'm just going to, get us jumping around and get us hyped up. Nothing really much to say, but just, tell them to keep doing their thing.
All right, good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Low scoring first half here in Canton, but the 49ers convert late. And it's a 1-point lead for the fellas from Southern California, up 7-6 with 1 half to play.
The WNBA All-Star Game arrives at the crossroads of America, where the league's best converge from every corner. A showcase of swagger, greatness, and fun, all on one stage.
We welcome you to NFL Flag. No matter who you are, lace up your cleats, smear on your eye black, step out in the field, and chase something. In this game, there's a position for everyone. Visit NFLflag.com to find a league and start the chase today. Well, let's learn a little bit more about the rules. We grasp the flag and learn about impeding the rusher.
All right, Phoebe, when we watch the NFL on Sundays, the defenders come full force at the quarterbacks. It's the job of the offensive line to protect their QB. A little bit different, though, in flag football. It is a non-contact sport.
You're so spot on, because it's all about health and safety, protecting everyone. And in flag, the rusher starts at 7 yards, and they have a direct line to the quarterback. You'll see them raise their hand. This might also be known as shielding. So what's going to happen? The center snaps me the football, and the center gets in the way of the rusher. Flag on the play. This is not allowed. Centers have to be head on a swivel all the time to make this play successful.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
You're watching the 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We roll on, final half of this Friday afternoon. And the 49ers with a 1-point lead over the Packers. Tom Hart, Jordan Rogers. What a fun afternoon we've had, full of football. And now just 12 minutes left to see who advances to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, a lot of famous and infamous Packers-Niners matchups and NFC playoffs and championships over the decades. We got a good one here today as well. It started fast for the Packers and the Gron getting on the board early. And then it was Bukic and the Niners coming up with the crazy plays to jump back into this. Bukic started slow and then continued to pick up completions and touchdowns. Now we have a 1-point game here as we start the second half.
And by any other name, Bukic has been fantastic today. And so the Packers will start with the ball in the second half. Uriel Negron, quarterback for the Packers, has 3 completions. Both of the quarterbacks have thrown a touchdown along with a pick. 49ers have run 8 more plays than the Packers. Allowed to the sideline, incomplete. Trying to find.
So, hey, Rue, if there's no threat over there, all right, you got to sink, okay? Okay.
I feel like Negron and the Packers have had some issues with the under center exchange. I'd almost get back in the gun, create some more separation.
And there's the challenge, right? And a great pull after a 5-yard gain as Chris Guerrero is stopped. If you don't have a center you can trust to deliver a shotgun snap, it can be very dangerous.
A lot of disadvantages in this game, taking that snap from under center. You're closer to the rusher.
On third down, 4 plays to get to midfield, and now that'll be 4th and less than 5. Catch by Guerrero. They're going to go for it. And this is big. 4th and 4 to go to get to midfield to get a fresh set of downs. From under center, flings it incomplete. And a turnover on downs as the Niners get a huge stop. And they've got great momentum now.
You can just see how quickly the pressure got to Negron there because of the under center snap. He was trying to get it off quick, couldn't. Pressure all over him and just nowhere to go with the football.
And he had 2 receivers who had a crack at that one. So a short field for the Niners.
14.
Bukic going deep down the sideline. Whoa! Nearly a one-handed pick by Herion Nunez. Great job to break that one up.
Yeah, just a little underthrown from Bukic. You see he's working the left side. Aranda, ball a little too far inside and a little short. You want to leave that one on the back pylon. That's why Nunez nearly with an OBJ type interception there. We need to get him some Oakleys.
I agree. That'd be
sports
great.
specs.
Here comes the rusher. Bukic goes deep again, overthrew everybody. Trying to find Aranda that time, who had a big pick earlier this game.
And this is the challenge of getting the ball on the plus side of the end zone when you're going in, because you only get 3 downs. You feel like you want to take a shot, then you only have 2. You really got to manage those 3 plays really well.
You guys know we're stacked, all right? So, post, all right? Go route, all right? And, yeah, and then you line up right here, go route, all right? Benny, right to the middle, all right?
Coach Tommy
Stacked,
Payal.
all right? Stacked, Cove and Vaughn, all right?
Last crack at it for the Niners. 3rd down. Down to the end zone. It is knocked away again by Nunez.
All right, a great job by this Packers defense. Nunez in coverage a couple times, stopping the deep shots for the Niners. That's a great job stealing back the momentum.
So the Packers with a 1st down. Hedion's been fantastic in the defensive backfield. Back to work for Uriel Negron. Jack Reed is the head coach for the Packers. They go for an end around. And a flagpole of Alvarez performed by Benjamin Williams.
5.
They give him 6 yards on that pickup. Lemonster's head coach. All right, back to the center.
2 really good flag pulls back to back by Benjamin Williams, not allowing any run after the catch. That's really the X factor in this sport, is be able to get yards after the catch. Really tough to do, but when you do, those are the ones that change the game.
Negron out of the shotgun this time. And they'll have a 4th and about 3.5 after the catch by Guerrero.
Yeah, I don't think any decision here. I think you got to go for this. 7 minutes left. 3 yards to pick up this first down.
No, Sabetta was wide open.
Niners 49ers use a timeout, yeah.
17?
Yo, flip it.
No, hold on. Why are you saying 17? Because you're open in the middle?
Middle of the field's open every time. And also, Sabetta was open too. And so was Chris last time. Everyone was open.
All right, hey, we gotta make a fucking play. Oop, sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to swear.
Take a deep breath.
All right.
And let's get it.
It's a big moment, you know.
Hold on. Where are we at? Why don't we go 24?
Oh, yes.
We need 2 yards. Okay, let's
am I
go.
the red?
Yeah, you go red.
I love that Jack Reed just said we're not good at that. Let's stick with our strength.
Yes.
Expect a run here. Remember, they ran it on first down. They need only 2 yards. Well, no, sorry, it's a no-run zone.
No-run zone. So I expect one of those quick kind of rub route, extension of the run, quick throws. Going to see Negron roll out here.
There it is, and incomplete. And a turnover on downs again.
This is a media timeout.
49ers with a couple of huge defensive plays. Get another stop past midfield and have great field position.
Just hang out on the sideline. 130. Hang out on the sideline. 130, Brian. No, just stay on the sideline. Thank you. 130, a little less.
Hey, I like turtles. Don't run away. I got you. I'm on. I'm on. Talking about you coming back. I'm on.
Welcome back to Canton, where the 49ers are holding on to a 7-6 lead over the Packers. Benjamin Williams has been making plays, pulling flags left and right. Coach Tom Opao says he's the heart of this football team. He dealt with cancer at a young age, and he beat it. Coach says he's our inspiration as he continues to live his life to the fullest, and football has really given him a ton of joy and opened him up to a larger family, this football family that really loves and supports him, guys.
That is fantastic. And he has been magnificent on the defensive side, and now a nice little shake and make move for Colby Anusin. Anusin's got a unique talent. He's great at ironing clothes, and he worked the wrinkles out on this move.
Oh, looking a little bit like his favorite player, Travis Hunter. Tries to model his game after him. You saw the circus catch earlier.
Are you a starch guy or no?
I'm a no starch guy, but I do love ironing. Enjoy it. I hate steamers. The whole concept doesn't make any sense to me. It takes way too long. I digress.
Interesting hill to die on. The handoff. They get some room on the edge once again for Anusin. Under 6 to play. The Niners with a 1-point lead.
Yeah, they're going to take a little time here. Let that clock tick down as they have the 1-point lead.
This is what I was going about to call. Hold on, take your time. All right, over here. So you got to go attack the safety, Caden, okay? And then over here, Vaughn, you got to make sure you get as close to the goal line as possible, okay? All right, okay? Hold your water, boys. Hold your water.
Talking
Hold your water.
to number 5 and number 1. Caden Cassison and Vaughn Brown. They're now together on the far side. And a beautiful catch made after contact. And a touchdown for the Niners and Vaughn Brown. Second touchdown of the game for number 1.
Well, I love when you hear coaching points get executed perfectly. Because Sison's going to hold this safety, and then Vaughn Brown was going to sit right behind it. So if he can take the safeties deep, that opens up that hole right at the goal line. And that is just a heck of a catch. A really good throw, too, by Bukic on the back shoulder. Love hearing coaching points get executed immediately to perfection. You see it pay off with a touchdown.
Second touchdown pass for Bukic. Now they'll go for 1. Try and open up an 8-point lead. Bukic with the handoff. Toss back. And now the throw. Wow. What a play executed by the Niners between Bukic and Brown.
Razzle dazzle. A little handoff, little toss back. What is going on here? Defenders are lost, and this is a great throw by Bukic. I mean, he didn't have the laces. He had his hand on the backside of the ball. I mean, that is great job just making it happen.
She's fired up. They put everybody in the spin cycle.
49ers, the second charge timeout.
Remember, this is high stakes. This is a win or go home situation at this point. You travel all this way. You get pool play yesterday, but you get one chance here to win, or you're going to be disappointed on the plane back home.
14 unanswered.
All right, we're going to go. Let's go 11.
And so now the pressure on Coach Jack Reed and the Packers try and execute. Down 8, 4:08 to play. Uriel Negron waiting for the play call to come in. They bring Watkins all the way to the perimeter. Back across the middle. We'll change of direction. Showing left, going across the middle. Sakataki with the catch.
Nice little hip drop there from the self-proclaimed best dancer in his school, the break dancer. Breakdancing's got to translate to flag football.
You think?
Oh, yeah. The hip movement, the feet, the hip drop, the hip flip.
I'm with you. I don't think the worm would pay off for anybody.
No.
But far be it from me to be the voice of reason. Across midfield and a first down on the catch by Sakataki again.
Oh, second really good throw by Negron. Going left, throwing back across his body to the right.
Packers going to make some magic happen. Incomplete. Trying to find heading on Nunez.
Oh, Negron frustrated with himself there. Two really good throws in a row. That one had Nunez wide open, or Watkins, I think maybe it was down the middle. Just threw that one short.
Second and goal.
This is the disadvantage of just getting past that midline.
Oh, battled and dropped. Great play, broken up, and now an injury to Andrew Ho. Ooh, you hate to see him get hurt, but what a play to break it up. And they'll stop the clock as they tend to the injured player.
Yeah, Ho elevated to break that one up and came down right on his hip. Oh, it's a great job because that was in the hands of Satake.
Great job by the athletic training staff here in Canton to look after him. And you hope maybe he just knocked the wind out of him for a moment, as hard as he connected. Out of San Jose, his favorite subject is journalism.
All right, now this is a Hail Mary situation, right? Third down, you have to get a touchdown. You're going to see the Niners playing picket fence. 3 or 4 guys all standing at the goal line. They're going to step up a little bit here.
They're all inside the 5. We get a double pass here. Nunez throws it backwards again. Throw it backwards again. Nunez unloads. End zone jump ball. It is caught. What a play by the Packers. Chris Guerrero hauls it in. They went sideline to sideline and then coast to coast, and they're a 2-point conversion away from tying it.
That is an unbelievable throw and a great play design. I love playing keep away there because it allowed the receivers to all get in the end zone. Right? You don't want to throw that ball too early, so back and forth between Nunez and Negron to buy time, and then you throw it up. And Guerrero playing the rebound man. He's not the jumper, he's the rebound man.
Now they need 2. Whoa, got it! We got a tie game. Henry on Nunez playing his part. First the pass and then the catch, and we are locked at 14.
2 biggest plays of the game back to back by Nunez. The touchdown throw, Hail Mary, and then Negron finds him at the goal line. The concentration.
Minute 20 to play. Clock won't stop without a timeout. Niners complete the first, looking to reclaim the lead.
Well, this is where Bukic has got to be really careful. Right, you want to try to win this one, but you definitely don't want to turn the football over on this side of the field. Do not force it. The worst outcome here is overtime.
Bukic with the fake. And a drop at the sideline. Remember, the clock doesn't stop, so it still rolls. And it's 3rd down now. Pick up a first down pass midfield, still won't stop the clock, and the Niners have 1 timeout in their pocket. Here comes the rusher straight ahead. And a rip! What a play by Guerrero again! Wow! We got a whistle and a timeout taken by the Packers.
That is massive. Guerrero rushes from the 7-yard rush line, and a great swipe of the flag.
Please reset the clock to 32 seconds.
As Bukic tries to make him miss. The touchdown catch on the Hail Mary to set up the tie for the Packers, and now the next biggest play. And a crucial timeout there. That's why you want to save those timeouts, because now the Niners going to punt. You at least have an opportunity to win this game with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, and you don't lose any time with a change of possession. You go back down to the 5. You got 32 seconds to try and win this game.
Yeah, that's what the casual viewer doesn't realize. The clock doesn't stop on change of possession. Right. So although you forced a punt there, it's not like you would have stopped, and that clock could have ticked away if you didn't have a timeout there, and the game would have been over. Excuse me, overtime would have been.
We're gonna go play 8. We're gonna fake it to Yanzi. Okay, here. I don't care if it's on this kid. We're gonna fake it to Yanzi. Brady, slant, go. Throw it farther than anybody can catch it.
Brady Watkins, number 8.
All right, trying to dial up a little slant and go. This is gonna be a deep shot from Negron.
They'll run Negron out to the sideline. One last word of advice for him.
Throw the ball. You understand?
He's completed 9 passes today, making like another Leominster native, Johnny Appleseed. Under center, they fake that handoff, and he got taken down at the 1.
Still got time, 20 seconds ticking away.
We're taking it to the end zone. Brian.
They can take it to the house.
Oh.
Go overtime. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
I might just call a timeout and then just at least chuck one deep, maybe.
Sure.
But they don't feel good about it. maybe don't feel good about Negron throwing the ball from his own end zone. So we're going to take it to our first overtime of the day.
They call timeout? Okay. All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
They already had the coin flip.
Defense.
Oh.
2 seconds on the clock.
Oh, wait a minute. Love that. So the Niners take a timeout to force the Packers to at least run one more play.
You got 90% of the field to go. Just take a knee here. Try to make something happen. Can't afford a turnover. Quick pass to the perimeter and knee taken, and that will send us to overtime. A coin flip to decide who is on offense or defense has already occurred, so we'll see that in just a moment. Here's a look at the overtime rules.
Overtime will go in this direction.
You can go for 1 or 2. Everybody gets 1 play. Both teams get 1 play, and then if we're still tied after 1 overtime, you must go for 2 until there is a winner. You can score a point via the defense with a pick 2. Not a pick 6. Now Lemonster with a couple of fantastic plays. This one sideline to sideline before the deep ball from Hedion Nunez, caught on the carom by Chris Guerrero. Then they still weren't done. They had to convert a 2-point conversion from the 10 after that Hail Mary.
And once again, it was Nunez threw the touchdown and caught the conversion to tie it up. That'll be the Niners here starting this overtime, electing to go from the 5-yard line for a 1-point.
We see what your best 1-point conversion play is. Little razzle-dazzle in the backfield and the score. And the Niners have a 1-point lead on the catch by Kobe Anusin.
Newson's really been the go-to guy today. Bukic, a little run fake in the backfield, wheeled around. And
any reason to go for 2? That's what they're doing.
They're going to go for it. They're going to try to win it here.
What would you do in this situation?
Okay.
Extend the game?
24.
No, too far away. I want to go 16. 16. Hedion come in motion, but here, Hedion, instead of doing the wheel, you pop out. Okay? Fake it to him. Send him in motion. Fake it to him. Roll to your right. Okay? Let's go.
Sit back?
Yeah, stay back. Stay back. Stay back.
This backing up actually gives you a little more room to work pass concepts. So Packers going to try to go for it all right here.
So here it is, do or die for the Packers and the kids from Leominster, Mass. Fake to Nunez. Now work back to him. He's got all the time in the world. Lob, jump ball. It is taken away. It's Benjamin Williams with another huge defensive play, and he seals the win for the Niners. A game winner for Williams. And the 49ers advance. The fellows from Leominster will head home in overtime win on this tremendous play by Benjamin Williams.
Well, they tried to go back to the concept of buy-in time and giving Nunez the opportunity to throw a jump ball. It's actually a really good throw. It's just a better play by Williams. We just saw this jump ball work on a Hail Mary situation, the end of regulation for the Packers to get them back in it. This time Williams with the play of the game to seal it for the Niners.
You win the game like that, you get to talk with Taylor Tannenbaum.
Here's Benjamin, got to get his hair right before we do this interview. What did you see on that play there to seal it for you guys?
I saw the ball go in the air. I just went up for it and grabbed it.
What would you describe this game was like? It was a battle from start to finish.
It was a battle, sure. It was just good teams going back and forth, and we just came out better, yeah.
I know you're out of breath. Go catch your breath. Celebrate with your team. You guys are moving on. Yes?
Hey, I like turtles, and that's all I got to say.
All right, one time for the Turtles, one time for the Niners, guys.
I mean, there's so many different types of turtles. Slow and steady wins the race for Benjamin Williams and the 49ers. And the fellows from San Diego move on to the quarterfinals tomorrow. Here's what we got left And top right, the Niners get the Panthers tomorrow with a chance to move on to Sunday. We'll have a championship for you, 4 o'clock Eastern on ABC. Thanks for watching the NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. NFL Flag Football quarterfinals continue tomorrow at noon on ESPN and ESPN+. For Taylor, Jordan, our fantastic crew, I'm Tom. So long for now from Canton. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.